Okay, hello. My name is Triana Reed. I am doing a 2024 vision board review. Yes, it's the end of 2024, and I feel like I just want to go through my vision board and see what I done did, what I have not. My vision board, I have it here on my computer screen, or I could low-key have it on my phone. I also have it on my phone, wherever that. Oh, I'm using my phone to record. So the first thing that I have on my vision board is a girl traveling because I wanted to make sure that I traveled this year. I did travel. My goal was 3 trips. I did take 3 trips, so yay me. I went to Houston, Atlanta, and St. Louis. St. Louis, I think, was my first trip. I went there for regionals for my sorority. That was very fun. I think St. Louis is the hood, but it was still like kind of cool to be in a different place and like see the arches and stuff like that. We was right by the water, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I enjoyed that trip overall. The second place I went to was Atlanta. I went there for Atlanta Greek picnic. That was fun. It was a lot going on, honestly. I got to spend time with my LSs. I actually had a lot of fun in Atlanta, I'm not gonna lie, but it was very hot. Lastly, I went to Houston in November last month, and I went there for the Afrotech conference. That was cool too. I didn't really do much at Afrotech. I'm not gonna lie, I was in the conference or in the hotel because I went there so broke. I went to Atlanta broke too. St. Louis, I probably had a little bit of money, but Atlanta, I was broke. Houston, I was broke. Like I was just there for the vibes. So, like they was trips, but next thing I have on my vision board is to meal prep. I did not meal prep as much as I wanted to this year, but I definitely did a lot more than I have in other years. If I am getting in the kitchen, I am trying to cook more than one meal because it's rare that I'm in the kitchen anyway. So if I'm gonna cook, I'm gonna make sure I don't have to do it again soon. I also made a goal this year to read 3 books, and guess what I did? I read 3 books. I'll show you the 3 books that I read too because they're up here. These were the 3 books that I read this year. I don't know if you can see all the titles. You can tell I'm not a real bookie because I don't even know how to like hold these books for it to look right. But yeah, these were the 3 books that I read this year. I feel like all the books that I read are about like life, connecting with yourself, and like self-discovery. Things don't matter, things of that nature. Because I'm so anxious, so I be needing to like remind myself. The next thing I have on here is a quote. It says, "Patience is the calm acceptance that things can happen in a different order than the one you have in mind." I would say I am a very not patient person. I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to work on stepping back and like embracing, things take time, people take time, and that's okay because you always gonna end up where you need to be. Your words start to lose value when your actions don't match. I would say that definitely needs to go on my vision board again next year. Sometimes I just like to talk about things and then I don't do them, or like it's hard to do, so I'm gonna just talk about them. But it's like you still gotta do what you need to do. So yeah, I need to be quiet for real. The next thing is a quote that says, "Be so completely yourself that everyone else feels safe to be themselves too." This is a quote that I remember from my vision board like all the time, and I think that is definitely something I have worked on a lot this year. I can see when me being myself make other people feel comfortable too. It's just like, okay, I'm around the right people, when things like that mirror itself back to me. The next thing I have is a picture of this girl staring in the mirror, and she has been in my vision board for like the past 3 years. I love this picture because when I first put it on my vision board, it was just like a dire need to embrace myself and love myself. I feel like each year has gotten better. Each year I even question if I still need this on my vision board anymore, but I keep it because it's just like the core of why the rest of everything else is going on. The next thing I have is this like high-rise apartment. I think this is the last thing I put on my vision board, and it was kind of like I need something to fill the area. The thing I have on the right is this girl in herself in a vlog camera. I'm on YouTube right now, okay? I think I started off this year. I don't know if I made my first videos last year, but I think it was this year I started making videos. I done made at least 3 YouTube videos so far. This will be my 4th. And, you know, with each one I make one, it feels more, like the first one is scary. Like, blah. But then it's like, but this is for me though. I need to express whatever I need to express in that moment, or get through whatever I need to get through in that moment, or I want to show whatever I want to show in that moment. The next one I have is the beauty you see in anything is a reflection of the beauty in you. I remind myself of that literally all the time. Anytime I'm comparing myself to anybody, anytime I'm like insecure, I'm not gonna say because of somebody else, but anytime I get insecure, like seeing other people or other things, like, oh, I wish I had that skill, I wish I had da-da-da-da, and like you only can recognize that in somebody else because it's already within you. Like, if it wasn't, you wouldn't even be able to recognize it. You know what I mean? Like, so I remind myself of that all the time. Next, I have a picture of me and my mommy. That's my mom. I love my mama. She has done so much and sacrificed so much for me to be where I am. She helps me with literally make it happen, honestly. Like, she really tries. Yeah, my mom is the only person I can mess up, fall to the bottom, fall lower, and she's still gonna look at me the exact same. The only person I can push away and it's still just gonna be like, I know. Like, my mom really understands me, and every time I have a conversation, like, I can push my mom away, push my mom away, but it's always gonna end in me bawling my eyes out telling her what happened the past few months and her completely understanding, even though she wasn't there. So, yeah, I love my mom, and I want to show that to her as much as possible. Next thing I have on my vision board is the word honestly. I used to lie a little bit. And that was just because, what was the reason? I feel like I can get in trouble with people. And then I'm like, girl, I'm grown. You can't get in trouble with nobody. You really can't. So it's like, you ain't got no reason to lie. Say what you gotta say, accept the consequences. I'm not gonna lie. I can lie. I do still need to work on it, like, especially when it comes to other people. You know, I don't ever want to hurt nobody's feelings or nothing like that. But I definitely don't stop lying when it comes to myself. Like, I think it was more of a protection thing, and it's like, I don't have to protect myself from nobody. People can literally not be in your life, and that's okay. That's the consequence of things, and you'll be okay. Next, we have graduation. You know, every semester is like, am I gonna get through? Am I not? We'll see. So I put that on there to remind myself that, girl, you need to graduate. Nothing else matters but getting to that degree. And that's exactly what I did. I got to that degree. Everybody that I needed around me was around me. My mama brought a whole village for me. So, yes, glad to be degreed. I skipped one. It was for you. I put that on my name, just to remember to live my life for myself, not for everybody else. As you grow and interact with the world, you can have so many expectations, and they're not even from you. Sometimes I have to reground myself and be like, okay, what do I want? The next one is the gym. I wasn't in the gym. I was not in the gym. I'm not gonna lie. The next one is a quote that says, feel the fear and do it anyway. It's real. No matter how scared you are, you still gotta do it. But you grow from it. Like I said, I modeled for No Art this year. I didn't model for it, but I was on the e-board, so I had to do a model walk this year. That's the first time I ever did that. I literally shook my monkey on stage in front of a whole bunch of people when I did not want to, by myself. Like, and when I tell you I was terrified, especially the shaking the monkey one, terrified. Like, when I say I did not want to do that, I did not want to do that. I have another quote that says, authenticity is the daily practice of letting go of who we think we're supposed to be and instead embracing who you are. I don't think I thought of this one as much during this year, honestly. I think I do still try to control who I think I am sometimes, and be like, instead of just being like, no girl, like this is you and that's okay. Next, I have a girl journaling on there. I have a lot that goes on in here, a lot. So I did want to journal a lot more this year, but it can just be a little, I guess, emotional, and I need to work on like communicating, because if I'm being honest, if I'm gonna say something and hurt my feelings, I'm gonna cry. If I'm about to say anything, honestly, I'm probably gonna cry. So I have instead tried to like video journal. Video diaries is what I call it, just so I can express myself. And I have a lot of video diaries, and that's cool, but they're hard to watch back, I'm not gonna lie, because it's like I can just see the mindset that I was in at that moment, and like, look at you, still okay, but I see where you was at. So that's what I've done this year. I wouldn't say I journaled as much, but more did video diaries, which are helpful. Next was money. I ain't saving no money this year. I was spending. Last thing is I really want to learn how to do like a natural makeup look. If I'm being honest, after I start going to parties, I'm like, dang, people just like, everybody's just like cute. Everybody has their makeup done. Everybody's getting baddie, and I'm just here. Like, and I ain't gonna say I'm not getting baddie because I'm always look good, but you know, they just a little more done up than I am, and I don't even know how to do that. So I really wanted to learn a soft beat, because I really don't like how I look with makeup for real. Like, a lot of makeup, I just need something simple to give. Like, I did a little bit of makeup and I put some effort in, but I did not learn how to do that this year. I still don't know how to do makeup. But yeah, that is my 2024 vision board review. I think I had a great year, honestly. It's been a crazy year, but I need to take a step back sometimes and realize I have accomplished things. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you in the next video, maybe.